Check, motherfucking check. Yesterday was the Grammys, and today we're going to just get into all news about the Grammys. I'm going to tell you every single category, every single person who won. Just kidding. That was a joke. I'm not actually going to talk about the Grammys at all because I don't give a shit. I didn't watch them. I don't care. Some of these stories sort of involve the Grammys in some way, but I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't watched the Grammys my whole life, and it would just be a total lie if I were to sit here and act like I cared. So let's get into some real news, such as Zoey Dollaz running up on Skinnyfromthe9. Check out this video.
How you running? You shit? You cool? How you running? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Fuck you, nigga trying to hold me in this bitch. What's happening? What's happening?
So for those who are wondering, Skinnyfromthe9 recently, a few months back, came on the No Jumper podcast. We were doing a live stream, and he just sort of showed up with a 8-year-old boy, and he came on the podcast, and I asked him how he felt about Zoey Dollaz previously having dissed him on Twitter, and Skinnyfromthe9 basically said that Zoey Dollaz was a hoe and that he wasn't going to do nothing. Now, when I heard that, I thought, wow, that's not a good idea. For anyone who knows Zoey Dollaz, he rolls around pretty serious. He's got a whole thing going on down there in Florida. So I figured that those comments were eventually going to come back to get Skinnyfromthe9, and that's exactly what happened in this video. Apparently they were at some studio, and Zoey Dollaz ran out and tried to press Skinnyfromthe9 about his comments, and Skinny wasn't having it, ran out of the building. Ooh, not good. Not a good look to run away. You should definitely have the conversation if you are going to get it in with somebody. If you are going to diss them, you should definitely be willing to talk it out. At the very least, talk it out. Anyway, Skinnyfromthe9 apparently wants to keep on running and had this to say on his Instagram story. Zoey Dollaz fat ass don't want no problems. He trying to record shit for clout because his career is a dub. I said, what's up, bruh? He ain't want no problems. Y'all fat ass dudes tried to jump me because y'all know my hands is right. Is anyone taking this serious at all? I mean, let's be real. Zoey Dollaz's career probably hasn't taken off quite the way he thought that it was going to maybe a couple of years ago. Skinnyfromthe9, what strength does his career have right now? He's pretty much known as a punchline within hip hop already, and he's barely put any material out. So Skinnyfromthe9 really should not be the kind of guy just running around analyzing people's careers. I'm not sure who the hell gave him this idea. That being said, I am meeting up with Zoey Dollaz right after I filmed this to go and do the podcast and talk about exactly what transpires. So you definitely want to keep an eye on the No Jumper channel because that's probably already live by right now. Oh, and as long as we're talking about podcasts that I've done, you should definitely go check out the Yella Beezy interview that I did that I haven't mentioned on here yet, as well as the Q the Fool interview. That's going to be up probably by the time you see this. Okay, and so obviously we've got to talk about this next. Dax. Dax is a rapper from Canada. He recently came on the No Jumper podcast, did a little episode. Well, anyway, Tory Lanez put out a call for challengers fairly recently. He said he wanted beef with everybody, he wanted smoke with everybody, just so that he could basically prove that he's the best rapper, that kind of thing. And a few rappers took him up on it, like Don Q dissed Tory Lanez. I saw that J.R. Ryder did a song about Tory Lanez. Dax also put out a song about Tory Lanez a couple days ago. Now, Don Q's the only one that actually got a response. Tory Lanez went off, responded to Don Q, but he has not yet really had much to say to Dax or anybody else who came at his neck. Or at least that was the case until the show the other day. There was some sort of underground rap show going on in LA. Dax was one of the openers, and Tory Lanez pulled up, and this video ensued.
Come here, this shit, or this shit's not gonna end, my nigga. Apologize, bro. Apologize, bro. Or you know what's going on. Apologize, my nigga. Apologize, nigga.
I got you, bro.
Apologize, nigga.
I got you, man.
Say sorry, nigga.
My bad for the
Say
diss track,
sorry,
G.
nigga.
Sorry, G.
All right, bet.
I got you, G.
Now, when I first saw this video, the first thing that came to mind was like, wow, Dax just took an L. This is definitely some hoe-ass shit. I don't know how the fans are going to take him too serious after this. But then I saw this tweet by Zeus. He's a very popular YouTuber. He wrote, here's some context. Dax had just got done performing when Tory had 5 or 6 of his folks jump him when he was trying to get away. They chased him down in an SUV, and after that is the video that you see. Now, Zeus goes on to make it clear that he's cool with both camps. He just thought that the situation played out in a little bit of a different way than what appeared in the video clip going around. Dax, to his credit, has had some responses on Instagram. He posted up this old video of him working in a hospital, I believe, as a janitor. He wrote, "My name is Dax. A year ago, I was an overnight janitor finishing up college. I moved to LA the day after I took this video. During the 33-hour drive from Wichita, Kansas, I thought about how I wanted to be perceived by the public as an artist. Yesterday, Dax from a year ago would have been proud. I hope to inspire not only artists, but men around the world to make smart decisions, not only for yourself, but for your family. I hope to inspire people around the world to remain true to who you are and not conform because of the things that we call social media. I hope to spark a generation of dream chasers. I am proud to step up to the front lines for those who don't have a voice and add meaning to a generation searching for it. I am exactly who I want to be, and that's why I love this. Let's continue to change the game. What we're doing now has never been done before." So it's obvious that Dax is trying to take the high road here and say that the reason why he apologized on camera is because he basically was looking out for his future, and, you know, he's basically owning his L. You know, it's like he took an L, he's owning the L, and I don't think that many people in the long run are really going to look at this as that big of an L because it's so obvious that he was in an unfair situation. I mean, Dax is not rolling around like a gangster. I'm saying he's probably not the kind of guy that's rolling around with guns. He doesn't have 10 big ass dudes with him. He could theoretically, you know, if he wanted to like go through the motions of moving around like a gangster rapper, he could put himself in a position where he would feel safer and wouldn't have to be tested in situations like this. But a lot of us out there are basically like, whatever, I'm just gonna roll around however, and if somebody wants to try to humiliate me, okay. As far as Tory Lanez, I don't really understand this because he did put out a call. He asked for challengers, and then Dax came out with his song. And if you've heard the Dax song, I mean, he does question Tory to a certain extent. He basically implies that Tory's sexuality is not as he portrays, which I've never heard that before. I don't know exactly where that rumor is coming from, and I guess I can understand how that would piss Tory off. But for the most part, when Dax does these kind of songs, they're really more like lyrical demonstrations. They're not really meant to like really annihilate the other person. So I don't know how I feel about this. To me, it kind of looks like bullying on Tory's part, but hopefully we can hear his side in the future. Next story, there's been this photo floating around of Blueface. A lot of people implying that Blueface has an emo past, that he might have had this Fall Out Boy style haircut for a reason. Maybe he was feeling a little bit sad. I was thinking that too. I was thinking like, Blueface, straight hair? Like, are we really supposed to believe that Blueface at some point in his life owned a hair straightener and actually like straightened his bangs? It doesn't really seem to make sense with the rest of the outfit that he's wearing here. So I kind of had an idea that it was fake, but who cares? It's fun. This picture of me, it's a wig. I found a wig. I wore it for like 30 seconds. Somebody took this picture. I've been seeing it pass around over the years. Everybody wants to kind of make it out like I have this weird emo past, which I did, but I was like 19, and this is me as an adult with a wig on, just for the record. Okay, I said I was going to do a little bit of Grammy news, so let's get right into it. Cardi B, she won Best Rap Album. Pretty crazy, right? First ever female solo performer to win Best Rap Album. It's a big deal for her for sure. And a lot of people think that some other title, like Astro World, was probably better than Cardi's album. But from my personal taste, I thought Cardi's album was very good and she probably deserved it. It's probably better than any Nicki Minaj album that's come out. So if there was going to be a female performer who won, I'm happy to see her win it. Anyway, some people might have noticed this BET tweet that said, "Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj is being dragged by her lace front." So whoever the social media manager is that wrote this tweet really must not care about their job too much, because obviously it's not in BET's best interest to be dissing Nicki Minaj, even if it is to help support Cardi B. But that did not stop Nicki Minaj from going on her Twitter and announcing some big news. Young Money will no longer be a part of the BET Experience or award show. Summer tour dates dropping soon. So yeah, BET definitely a brick-headed move by letting somebody tweet that on their official Twitter. But at the same time, Nicki, you can have your opinion. Did she go a little bit too apocalyptic with this? Was she a little bit too offended? I'm sure nobody actually cares, but I mean, it's pretty funny to see BET screw up this bad and for Nicki to fire right back. And I think in this case, you know, she's probably right to separate. Okay, next story. 6ix9ine starred in a commercial for a sex toy store called the Romantic Depot, and the commercial leaked online.
Welcome to Romantic Depot. How can I help you guys?
Yeah, we're ready to spice things up.
You do know you have to know your partner's limitations.
I agree. When I was younger, I used to make a lot of stupid mistakes. But I'm ready to learn more.
Get informed. Help stop violence against women. Visit a Romantic Depot near you and pick up your free pamphlet.
Thanks to Romantic Depot, I now know how to treat women with dignity and respect.
Visit Romantic Depot Rockland. Go to romanticdepot.com for directions.
Make sure you go visit Romantic Depot for all your Valentine's gifts.
That's right. This leaked Saturday morning, and all of our brains were promptly blown into smithereens. It's pretty unclear why exactly this commercial exists, why the acting is so bad. There's a little disclaimer in the beginning that makes it clear that the company who solicited this ad does not actually support 6ix9ine, like in his previous cases and everything like that. But yeah, just everything about it is just mind-blowing. Why does this exist? Why is it coming out right now? Who the hell would have ever thought this was a good idea? We really, really don't know. Hopefully we can get some context soon. Okay, and so it is Black History Month, and a whole lot of bullshit keeps going on. We've got another blackface controversy going down because of Katy Perry. You can check out these shoes right here. Tell me, do you think that this is offensive? Because a lot of people are pissed off about it and it's being taken off shelves. And we can also return back to our prior blackface controversies that have been going on this year. Dapper Dan, really not happy with Gucci over that sweatshirt we talked about last time that seemed to represent a blackface type thing. He posted up, "I am a black man before I am a brand. Another fashion house has got it outrageously wrong. There is no excuse nor apology that can erase this kind of insult. The CEO of Gucci has agreed to come from Italy to Harlem this week to meet with me along with other members of the community and other industry leaders. There cannot be inclusivity without accountability. I will hold everyone accountable." And on top of that, too, there's a video going around that we will not show for copyright reasons. But the paparazzis ran up on Soulja Boy and got his take, and he claims that he's not buying any more Gucci either. And he even said that he's getting the Gucci logo that he has tattooed between his eyes, basically on his forehead. He's getting that lasered off. He claims he's already gotten it lasered a couple times, and he only has to do it a couple more times before it's officially gone. But wow, people are really, really not feeling Gucci about this. T.I., he put out a whole little rant, too, that we're not even going to show you because it's going to take too long. But basically, a lot of people seem really upset with Gucci. Is this going to stick? That's the question. I really don't know. I really don't know if anybody has it in them to like really, really stop buying designer clothing on a long-term basis. Or at least I haven't seen really much of a precedent for this throughout most of my time observing what's going on in the culture. Of course, I'm not really buying most of these clothes, but it doesn't seem like these sort of boycotts ever really add up to too much. But this one seems like it's got legs more than most of the other controversies we've seen in recent memory. So we'll see if Gucci's stock actually takes a hit. For the record, what Dapper Dan said about the CEO flying to Harlem to have a meeting with him, I mean, that's pretty unprecedented as well. So we'll see. Anyway, appreciate you guys, everybody who watched this. Please drop a like. Drop a comment. Thank you very much to my editor, Philosophy. Thank you very, very much to everybody who watches these every day. It has been a little bit strenuous putting out the daily videos, but I'm dedicated. I'm so friggin' dedicated to keep these coming out every day, at least until I go to Australia, because I am going to Australia soon, and that will probably throw a stick in the spokes, but I'm going to do everything I possibly can to stay daily, even while I'm out of the country. I love you guys. For real, for real. See you soon. Peace. Bye.